Hey, what's up, everyone? We're going to do another one of these black screen streams because that seemed to be such a hit last week.
Yeah.
When YouTube decided to go live for us. And today's LEGO stream is just going to be nothing but black. You'll hear me messing around with Legos.
Ooh, little ASMR.
A little ASMR instead. All right, I'm going to go turn the camera on and mute your computer.
Okay.
Why is your computer so loud? I can hear us in the other room.
I had the stream pulled up and I forgot to X out of it. Oops. Just kidding. Here we are. Once we get settled in here, I will go over the super chats that we did get in our accidental black screen live stream from a couple days ago.
I have no idea why that happened. I did on OBS, I forgot to hit stop streaming, but Molly stopped the stream on YouTube, so we weren't streaming, and then I went and played D&D. Molly was doing another show.
Yeah, we were recording for POV for some Patreon stuff
So,
for them.
like, it had to have been Pippin. I don't know any other way. Pippin was like, it's my time.
Yeah, Pippin was just like, you know what? They never feed me when I want to be fed, so I'm going to go live.
But I'm glad people enjoyed that.
Yes. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Who is our stream sponsor for today?
Sean Kelly.
Nice.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean Kelly.
For being our Patreon stream sponsor this week.
Yes. Check out our Patreon if you want a chance to sponsor one of our live streams. But how is everyone doing today? Let's see who we got in the chat. Gnarly Entities, Matthew Lang, Tara Bebe, Zach Boduin, I hope I said that right, Lightspeed Bear, Theral, Rainman, Doomslayer, Eli is Do or Do Not 7, Brennan Marr, what's up, Brennan? Hello, everyone.
I know Hobbit F. Andy's in the chat because it was his message that said, like, is this going to be another one of those black screen streams? And I was like, we should start this with a black screen.
Hello, Hobbit F. Andy. Hey, Jane. Jane just sent in a super chat, which I will get into some of the super chats here in just a second. But I wanted to start the stream off by just saying we woke up to some crazy news today, and stuff is really tense in the world. Well, not just today. All the stuff going on with trans rights in Texas, not just Texas, but the big story is what's going on in Texas right now. Obviously, everything going down in Ukraine is very scary. It's all scary, and it sucks. But we are here to hopefully offer up a distraction. However, there are links down below to the Trevor Project, which is a great resource to learn more about how you can support trans youth. And also, there is a link to how to support Ukraine in various different ways.
Yeah, GameSpot put together a big long list of different Ukraine charities or Red Cross organizations and lots of options.
So, a lot of seriously crazy stuff going on in the world right now, but hopefully we can do our part and help in any way that we can. Also, Ben McDonald is putting together a GoFundMe also for trans youth stuff. That's not complete yet, but hopefully by early next week, I think he said, it'll be ready to go, and we'll be sharing all of that stuff on our socials, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, just know that we try to keep this a safe space for everybody, and we're gonna try to keep it lighthearted and fun like we always do, and yeah.
But not ignore what's going on in the world.
Right. So.
Well said.
But yes, so okay, I see the date on
check the date.
The date on these super chats. So we did get 4 super chats during our
accidental live stream
that we weren't even a part of. So
the channel has gained sentience and is just going rogue.
Yeah. Let me get through those real quick here. J Bell had the first one that night and said, "Hope Cod Vanth is in Rangers of the New Republic." An actual, yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, that would be great. And then B Tiggs sent in a super chat and said, "Best live stream ever. Alex read my super chat." Crying face. Yeah, it's... Who knows? Maybe we'll bring back the surprise live streams again one day.
I mean, that's just up to the computer.
Yeah.
And if it decides to do that.
Or Pippin.
Planet
Film Network said, "Great stream, guys, as always." And then Sean Stelly sent one in and it said, "This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. Thank you to Sean Sullivan, who was actually the person to let me know that was even happening." And I was like, uh-oh. I hope I can figure out how to fix it. So what I'm thinking now, though, like, I should have just turned the camera on and started talking about anything.
Yep. Missed opportunity. But you were in the middle of another show.
I was. I would have had to stop my other show, so.
And Molly, after Sean told Jill, who told Molly called me while I was at D&D, and we were in the middle of an adventure, but I was like, Molly's calling me, so I know something's wrong. Like,
yeah.
She would text me otherwise.
Instead of texting.
She needs my attention now. But we may never know what caused the mystery stream of February 17th.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like I'm doing basically the same thing as last week, where I'm just going to build 4 of the same thing, or in this case, 16 of the same thing, just to finish these feet off.
16?
16 little, like, gap fillers, basically.
That sounds boring. Which is why we have these streams, to make it not so boring. What bag number are we on for this?
6 out of 8. Excuse me, 18. Which for some reason I thought it was 15 bags early on, and then I was like, that's perfect because it'll take us all the way to May 4th, when I thought Kenobi might start.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone was like, I just want to let you know, Alex, it's 18 bags, not 15. And I was like, oh no! And then we got the actual release date for Kenobi, which is May 25th. And it turns out that with 18 bags, we're going to finish this right before Kenobi. So it's perfect.
We planned it that way. You know what? Lucasfilm saw our Lego stream schedule and they were like, you know what?
Don't say that.
Let's give them a couple extra weeks.
Don't say that. I don't want to be blamed for delaying Kenobi.
Okay, so moving on to today's Super Chats. Thank you, everyone. Starting out with the same person, J Bell. Thank you so much. Says, thank you for moderating these chats, Rainman MP. Yes, thank you, Rainman.
Shout out to Rainman for always being here modding. A modding machine.
Modding machine.
Oh, we should get him a colorful Vespa. Because he's a mod.
I was like, what? That would be cool. The mods over on the Certain Point of View have those cool Mod Squad jackets. Maybe our Jedi Council members can get something like that going for celebration. That would be dope, and I would be like, I want one. Because technically I'm a mod too, right?
We're going to give all of our mods cybernetic upgrades.
Yes, now you can mod from anywhere, at any time.
I'm going to duct tape a calculator to Rain Man's arm at Celebration or something. Like,
okay.
Yeah, just a machine. I'll attach a machine to you.
Rose Boot, thanks so much for the super chat. Love Star Wars radio plays. Use terms Sith and stem shot.
I've never listened to any of the radio plays other than like the newer ones, but I assume they're talking about like the old radio adaptations of A New Hope and stuff.
That's right. So, someone was telling us about those.
I have never listened to them, but I do know that that's where the official pronunciation of Tantive 4 comes from, which I'm like, I'll call it that. I won't like it. And every time I call it that on a stream, everyone's like, look at this idiot saying Tantive, it's the Tantive. And I'm like, no, it's not.
It's either or.
Yeah, that's fine.
Whatever floats your boat, whatever tickles your pickle.
I'm gonna take this away from you.
I've had like 2 sips.
I know. Too much.
Can we turn the fan back on?
Yeah.
So, let me take a brief detour to complain about the weather, because that's what us olds like to do.
Storms are coming, Annie. I can feel it in my bones.
It went from winter to just like straight up summer, and I don't think it's gonna stay that way, but like it's in the high 70s right now where we are, and I am not prepared for this kind of weather yet. I was certainly not prepared to have shorts on. I had to shave my legs. It was a whole ordeal.
It's not that hot compared to, the way it'll get into the 90s before too long, but it's still just, it's shot from the 50s to the almost 80s, and it's too much too fast.
Just being in the house and having it, like, our AC was just like, huh, what?
Yeah.
It, like, woke up from a deep sleep to turn on, and it's having trouble, like, keeping the house cooled off. But yeah, I'm just not ready to be sweaty again. It gets so hot and humid here. I kind of hate it. Anyways, just had to rant about that. B Tigs, thanks for another super chat here. Black screen Legos. That's why we started this off with a little joke. And then Jane, here comes Jane's super chat here. Ooh, this is a good one. Thank you, Jane. Can you name all the Jedi survivors from the Geonosis arena on screen before Yoda arrived? Hint, there are 17.
All of them? No, I can't. But
you
can name
try.
as many as we can. Yeah, I can do some of them. Obi-Wan Anakin.
Sorry, Harrison Alexander said 34-year-old woman yells at clouds.
Yeah.
That's me.
She did that today. Obi-Wan Anakin, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Kit Fisto, Luminara Unduli, Mace Windu. 17 is like, I'm already forgetting who I named, and I've already only named 6.
Was Agent Kolar there? Or Stacey Teen?
Stacey Teen probably was, and it was either Agent Kolar or Eth Koth. That was one of those that like got changed, where it was originally going to be the same character. They changed stuntmen, and then they were just like, whatever, we'll make him a new character, and we'll confuse all the fans. Yeah, we'll say Stacey Teen. I'm gonna go Eth Koth, and that's 8.
Barriss?
I can't remember if she was there or not. I mean, they definitely have promo shots of her with a lightsaber in live action, so sure, let's say Barriss. We still got 8 more to think of, so... Oh, a Shakti.
I'm a Gundai?
I wish.
He was there, though, right?
No, he's in the actual Clone Wars. He was created for that.
Not I'm a Gundai. It's the other stupid name.
Nakanis Tasu?
Nakanis Tasu, yeah.
I don't know if he survived up to that point or not.
I hope he did. So, Nakanis Tasu is literally the Jedi that tosses Anakin the lightsaber, and I just love that they made that name because he tosses something.
I don't know. I mean, we've named 10, and I bet we haven't even gotten them all right.
Jane says Barris was at the battle, but not the arena.
I know that there's... I can't remember her name, but there's another woman who was a Padawan at the time, and she has a story in On the Front Lines, a reference book, that I'm like... I can see her face, I don't remember her name.
We said Luminara. Ayla Secura?
Oh, I forgot about her. It's like I'm trying to picture all of the montage of just like everyone quickly igniting their lightsabers, and I can't remember who I'm saying and who I haven't.
Okay, yeah, Stacey Teen was one of them. Joe Claude Danva is one. Agent Kolar. Luminara Stas Ali, did we say that one?
No, I don't think we did.
We just saw her die in the Clone Wars.
Adigalia.
Never mind.
The same. Again, that's another one.
Dang it.
That they were supposed to be the same character.
Yeah.
They changed actors, and then they just decided to make it a new character. I don't know why they kept doing that.
Boltar Swan is one.
That might be who I was thinking of. No, Boltar... I think that was another stuntman that got a character.
Rothdel Masona? I don't know if I'm saying these correctly or not, too. So.
You're saying them all perfectly.
Sora Bulk. Bulq. And Tardos Gon.
Yeah, I need to brush up.
Those are...
It's been a minute since I've done like a focus on trivia, and that did
and
not...
it shows.
I mean, yeah, it does.
Those are some Jedi names for sure.
I'm still grieving the loss of the belt, and I'm still drinking my way through that. So,
aren't we all? Man, yeah, I am rusty on some trivia. I pity whatever manager decides to pick me up this season.
oh boy.
Not really. I'm a catch. I know some things. Let's see. Jamie Dorr, thank you for your super chat. Which alien races in Star Wars happen to have super strength other than Devaronians? I'm thinking of the Wookiees too.
I don't know, like Dewutans? I mean, what does super strength mean? Just stronger than a human? Because, I mean, yeah, Wookiees are super strong. They're slightly taller than a human, but a Dewutan, you'd look at that and be like, obviously that's a very strong person.
And is it a Gagoran?
Gagorans, yeah. Anything big and hairy is probably pretty strong. Mm-hmm. Or are we talking things that are like human size and inordinately strong? Or maybe Anzellans, they could be like ants where they lift 3 times their body mass or whatever. I could see Babu Frick bench pressing a lot. He has big forearms.
Yeah, that's true. He has to be able to lift a lot of heavy pieces.
Like, those hands are big.
Mm-hmm. Who else has super strength?
Wrecker.
Oh,
but he cheated.
Wrecker?
Mm-hmm.
How did he cheat?
He got genetic upgrades or mutations or whatever.
I don't know. We saw him squatting with Gonki.
That's true.
He just worked really hard.
He still keeps in that would be hilarious if he's not mutated at all. He's just. It would make me love him even more.
Because he feels left out that he didn't get a special mutation like everyone else in the group. So he's just like constantly lifting weights and chugging protein shakes.
He just showed up one day, like the Bad Batch was being assembled, and he just showed up like, yeah, I'm mutated, I'm real strong, which he is. I love that idea.
Oh, Lasat.
Yeah.
They're strong. Huts are probably strong. Nerdy Seb.
Yeah, it's like anything big I just assume is stronger than a human. Which species are super weak, though? I bet Kaminoans. They don't seem like they would...
They're kind of noodly.
They don't seem like they would do a whole lot. They also just seem like they would make other people do things. They're like, we're smart, we clone, we do science. Someone else can pick up.
The slack.
We'll clone...
Literally pick it up.
Yeah, we'll clone someone to pick up our mess.
I mean, Yoda's species, if they didn't have the Force, I don't know how strong they would be.
I don't know. There's like fan art of Buff Yoda. I've seen it. I believe it.
Baby Yoda can barely pick up his little ball.
Well, he's a baby.
He is a baby.
He's a 50-year-old baby.
I feel like Toydarians are probably kind of weak.
Yeah.
They gotta really flap their little wings to keep them in the air.
Yeah, well, they're really light, and like their bellies are supposedly full of gas, and that helps like lift them up. But yeah, I don't get the
like
sense.
Some other people in this room.
I don't know why you need to say that about Hilo, our dog Hilo. I wish I could fly.
Feels like a lot of work. I'd like to be able to fly, but not have to flap wings.
You want to just fart and fly?
Yeah.
Like levitate?
My little booster. Nerdy Seb, thanks for the super chat here. Hey yo guys, it's been a while for Kenobi. Would him fighting the Grand Inquisitor be a retcon? It didn't seem like he was aware of him in Rebels.
The Inquisitor? It's been a while since we've watched any of Rebels, so you might need to...
Grand Inquisitor.
The Grand Inquisitor wasn't aware of Kenobi, or Obi-Wan wasn't aware of the Inquisitors?
I think Obi-Wan, the second one.
Well, they might pipe up and chat and let us know. But, I mean, that's the thing where I'm like, if I can't recall immediately, then I'm like, it's not that big of a retcon.
Yeah.
Even if he said, like, oh, I've never seen an Inquisitor before to Ezra. Then...
Don't seem to remember owning an Inquisitor.
Yeah, exactly. Can't seem to remember fighting an Inquisitor. When it's like, come on, Obi-Wan.
They said Grand Inquisitor knowing.
Yeah, again, like, I don't recall what he did or did not say about anyone that he's fought or hasn't fought. I mean, certainly he would know who Obi-Wan Kenobi is. But if he fights and loses to Obi-Wan, maybe he would just be like, oh, no, I've never fought Obi-Wan before. Wish I could. I'd totally beat him up.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Don't know an Obi-Wan.
No, I never faced an Obi-Wan, and he certainly didn't beat me up and leave me in the gutter. That's interesting that, like, if that's true, if Rupert, I think the rumor is that Rupert Friend is playing the Inquisitor, Grand Inquisitor, it would be cool if that were kind of like Obi-Wan warming up to get to Vader. Mm-hmm. I mean, we've talked about how much The Mandalorian can feel like a video game, where it's like he shows up on a planet and has to do a fetch quest so he can get the thing he wants, and then he'll go to another planet and do the same thing. Obi-Wan could have like all these mini bosses on his way up to Vader. That could be fun.
That would be cool.
So it's like, all right, he fights the fifth brother, then he fights the Grand Inquisitor, and then he finally fights Vader.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, he's probably out of practice.
We talk about some potential cameos in Kenobi in the Q&A on Saturday, which we recorded today. Oh, this is a good question. Another super chat here from Jay Bell. Any cool stories from filming the Millennium Falcon show with Jenny Nicholson? Yes. Well, I don't know if they're cool stories, but they're behind the scenes stories, kind of. But I remember, because I just was in studio watching. He was actually on the show, and it was cool because we got to go to the Screen Junkies headquarters, and that set right behind that, from where I was sitting, was the movie fights set, I think. Was it movie fights?
I can't recall, honestly.
One of the other Screen Junkies.
That was in 2018, I think.
A while ago.
Yeah.
I also specifically remember, because Jenny had that blow-up Darth Maul chair that was like from the 90s, and some poor intern or someone working there had to blow that thing up. Like they were just like pulling it out of the box.
I believe
man.
I believe it was Max, the producer of the show.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I don't think he was an intern at all.
Not an intern then.
Yeah, I think he was just full on like, well, someone's got to do it, and he did it, and like, good for him. He didn't pass the buck.
I remember him getting lightheaded though.
I think we traded off because I feel like I remember helping blow that thing up too.
It had a lot of people's spit in it.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know if it was all kept in the final product or not, but when Jenny goes to sit in it, she just like almost falls out of it, and she kept like laughing because of how loud and squeaky it was.
I have not watched that since it came out. But Jenny's cool. I really like her, and she is the opposite of her online persona, which is kind of jarring because like you'll be chatting and having a good time, and then you'll start filming and she'll start to get kind of aggressive with you in a funny way, but like I knew that was the shtick, but it was still kind of funny to like have a conversation with her and be like, oh, you're not like what I am used to seeing you as at all.
She's very nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that might be the extent of my memory of that, because that was a while ago.
I mean, I forgot that I even did that until right now.
Ooh, Jane keeps coming in with the good trivia here.
Jane heard that we're struggling and was like a shark just waiting to attack.
What blaster pistol does Beckett have in Solo? I used to know this.
Yeah, I did too. I've definitely written it down before.
He's got two, and I think they're different.
Well, one is the carbine. He's got like the carbine that turns into the DL-44 that he gives to Han, and then he's got the pistol that he loves to twirl. But then he also had like a knife-looking thing. Anyway, none of that matters. I don't know the answer.
I know Captain Panaka has an S5. Is that impressive enough?
Do you remember what's his face? I can't even remember his name. Krennic's.
Ooh, the hipster pistol. I don't remember it, but I know it took 3 rounds, I think, and it had to be like manually loaded each time.
Hipster pistol. Yeah.
Hipster pistol.
I also don't remember what that one is.
And Ray had the NN-14.
That one I remember. It's like...
Some of them I know, and some of them I can't remember. DG-29 blaster pistol. Okay, that sounds familiar.
Sure. You could have given me any sequence of numbers and letters, and I would have been like, yep, that's the one.
F-1077. Yep, that's the one.
That's the one that Watto used when he was part of the Toydarian army.
The other one is now I don't know if this is real or not. RSKF-44.
What's that one?
Heavy blaster. The other one.
Krennic's?
No.
Oh.
His other blaster.
I have no idea. Alright, I got through the first wave of having to build 16 of the same thing. So I'm grateful for that. There's only like 2 more. It's this bag and next week, and I think we're done with the legs and the feet. So that's good. That's where we spend all of our time building the same thing.
This thing just being on its back like this makes me sad.
It's a little sad. It should be able to stand maybe today. Probably not. Probably next week. But yeah, right now it's like a dead cockroach. I guess we could make it more like Ray's home. There.
Joel Davis, thanks for the super chat. Despite being called Kenobi, I think this series will be more like episode 3.5, a true entry to the saga, bridging the 2 trilogies together.
Yeah, I really think you're right.
We were talking about it a lot today, and there's so much potential to show all kinds of crazy stuff and like flashbacks, but also like we could see Luke as a little kid, and like little kid Biggs could be there
Finally,
with just a whisper of a
if he's
mustache.
10 years old-ish, or he's a little older than Luke.
He's got a 5 o'clock shadow.
He's getting there. But yeah, I think that you are right on the money. Just the fact that, Ewan's back, Hayden's back, Ian McDiarmid is saying things that he's like, oh, I don't know, maybe the Emperor could show up, and like, okay, Ian, stop playing cute. And John Williams is back. Like, it super feels like they are trying to make this all feel like old classic Star Wars, where The Mandalorian, still, it's obviously Star Wars, it's super fun, but it feels newer. It is its own thing that is connected to older stuff. But Ludwig comes in with this like off-the-wall piccolo recorder. Yeah, like that's the first thing we hear, and I'm like, what in the world is this? And I love it. But the fact that John Williams is coming back makes it really seem different and special. I'm excited. I say it in the Q&A, it's the bread and butter of Star Wars. Obi-Wan is just one of those classic characters, and this is gonna be huge for Star Wars fans. And yeah, I think, just to keep going up, I keep having things jump into my head, the fact that it's right smack dab in the middle of episodes 3 and 4, I think is significant, and that it will be an episode 3.5. And yeah, it'll be about Kenobi. It'll be about his relationship with Vader and Anakin. I mean, the synopsis that they've released mention Obi-Wan's greatest failure of Anakin falling to the dark side. So I think he's obviously going to have a lot of stuff to address personally, but I think we'll see a good transition time between the prequel era and the original era, and hopefully it all just meshes together well. Like in the
Synergy.
Q&A, yeah, in the Q&A, I say that I would love it if John Powell turned out to be the composer for this, just because he knocked it out of the park with Solo, not only making new themes but also using John Williams' old stuff. And if he did use like some, I don't know, Battle of the Heroes or Duel of the Fates or Across the Stars from the prequels, and then also use stuff from the originals, I think that would be a really cool way to musically make it all connect as well.
Yeah. Maddie Gunner in the chat said, will we get the long-awaited John Williams / Max Rebo collab, though?
I wonder what that would sound like.
If anyone can bring back Max, it's John Williams.
He's already been brought back. Will we see a young Max? This is an off-the-wall question, but will we see Dexter Jetster?
It's not off the wall because I think it's come up before, and I say yes. I would love to see him again.
I think that would be so fun.
Because, he... Back when he was prospecting on Subterrell, he's probably got so many stories, and he's done so much.
And just the idea that Obi-Wan needs help, and he's left Tatooine, he's re-entering the galaxy. Who does he seek out but his old friend, Dexter Jetster?
Yep. Obi-Wan.
Someone he can trust.
Mm-hmm.
But then that puts Dexter in danger. Like, if Obi-Wan goes there and the Empire is following him or something, then I don't know. I don't want to put Dexter in jeopardy.
These look like those little macaroon cookies, and now I want cookies. Jamie Dorr sent another super chat connected sort of to their early one and said, why I'm asking is they may have similar abilities to the Avengers, like Hulk, Iron Man, Earth's mightiest heroes, those people.
Wait, who?
The people in Star Wars that are just super strong.
Oh. Who would be the Avengers of Star Wars, do you think?
So what's the Thundercat would be Iron Man.
Yeah. I think Luke has to be Captain America.
I guess. Is his
Luke
butt
or
worth
Obi-Wan
it though?
or that's Tatooine's ass.
That's Cobb Vanth. We're saving Captain
Fair.
America for
Fair.
Cobb Vanth. Hulk would be
Chewie?
I guess. Like, you wouldn't say Jabba was Hulk.
No. It's got to be someone that can smash, and Chewie can smash.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard.
Omega is Hawkeye.
Ooh, I like that.
She's got the bow.
Who would be Spider-Man?
General Trask. Is that the right name? The spider, the literal Spider-Man that is a general in the Clone Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Or Maul with the spider legs.
Or the conductor of the train in Boba Fett, the little spider droid. Oh, yeah, I like Ventress's Black Widow.
Yeah, that's good. She even has that kind of redemption arc where she used to be a bad guy and then she becomes a good guy. And then she dies.
Farrell said Mace is Nick Fury.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
That just
that
lucky.
just makes sense.
That just makes sense. Joel Davis has another super chat here. Controversial opinion. A New Hope is my least favorite Star Wars. Its second act drags, and it's starting to feel less timeless for me. Plus, its portrayal of the characters is my least favorite.
Interesting that
That is fair.
you say the second act drags. Like, I like the second act. The first act is what I think is slower, but I was listening to the commentary for A New Hope the other day for a project I'm working on, and George Lucas talks about how people do think these days, he's like, people today think that this movie is kind of slow, that it takes its time with its plot. But in 1977, everyone was like, slow down, Star Wars, like I can't keep up. And it was because he was throwing so many different things at them without explaining them.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at the crawl. That's the first thing you see after the title, in the theater, and you have to read this huge crawl that you're like, oh, wait a second. Where are we? What's the Empire? Who's a Death Star?
Yeah. It's just, here's all this information that you had to read, and then now we're showing you robots, and we're showing you ships and escape pods and laser fights and holograms. And he was specifically talking about this in the garage scene after Owen and Luke buy the droids, and he's like, I just wanted this universe to feel like almost mundane. It's like, I'm showing you all this crazy stuff that doesn't exist where we are, but I mean, Luke knows what an oil bath is, so there's no, and so does C-3PO, so there's no need for either of them to say what it is. He's just like, this oil bath's gonna feel great, here's a hologram. Everyone knows what a hologram is in there, so it's like, don't explain it, don't stop. And so that's what he did. And he has a quote where he's like, I hate it when science fiction stops to explain what a teleporter is in a room full of people who know what a teleporter is.
Just show us what it does and move on.
Yeah. But like, I fully understand today people who are like, yeah, it's kind of slow. It is kind of slow. But it's so funny to jump back and see how people thought of Star Wars back then, where they were like, I can't keep up. Because they just never seen anything like that before.
Matthew Lang in the chat said Lucas did an interview with Christopher Nolan about how fast-paced A New Hope was for the time. Very interesting.
Cool. I've not seen that. I'll look that up.
It's probably why George doesn't want to make movies anymore. For one of many reasons, I guess, because he just does what he wants to do. Farrell, thanks for the super chat. Name High Republic Jedi in the comics. There's a lot. There's a lot of them.
Wait, name the High Republic Jedi in the comics?
Yeah.
Like all of them? Keeve Trennis, Skier, Avar Kriss, Stellan Gios, Elzar Mann. Has Elzar appeared in the comics? Yeah, he has. What was Phoebe there?
Was Phoebe there?
Yes. Orbelin. So now where I'm just like paralyzed by the number that there are.
Yeah.
Orla is in them.
The twins?
Yeah, Tarek, Sarit, Vernestra, and Emery have appeared. What's who runs Starlight Beacon? The administrator. Can't think of his name.
Is he the one on the suit?
What suit?
No, like...
Oh, that's the archivist.
The archivist.
Orbelin.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Jelly Man.
The Jelly Man, yeah.
Oh, I can't think of his name. That's going to bug me.
Lola and Zine.
Yep. And I was just
really too many to name.
I was going through the Marvel run, and I hadn't even gotten to the High Republic Adventures.
Yeah.
Buckets of Blood, Cantum, Lula, Zine, Ram, Court, Zint. Zint is a treasure. I got to introduce you to Zint. Did I say Farzala already? Farzala's master, the Mushroom Man.
The Mushroom Man?
Yeah, he's like, I forget what species they are. You'd recognize him.
Let's see. Oh, real quick, someone in the chat said Nathan Walters, sorry. Nathan Walters in the chat said, are you guys going to GCX this year? Kevin and Tim were alluding to it on the Star Wars and Scotch podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know why they were alluding to it, but yeah.
Well, everyone watching the Lego live streams, they get the scoops on
We've said that
what
already.
we're doing. I know. I'm
I'm wondering why I'll have to talk to them and be like, should we not say that? Like we signed paperwork saying we would go, so yeah, we're going. That's like 2 weeks after Celebration.
Yeah. But yes, we'll be there.
We will be doing the Star Wars and Scotch panel with both of them.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And we're going to try to go to Disney World while we're down there.
Yeah, we haven't been to Galaxy's Edge in a while, and we're not going to the Star Cruiser. We're just going to go and see if we can get on Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah. Star Wars lore, thanks to the super chat. Hey, do you guys remember me? Are you excited for the Batman? We do remember you, and I am very excited for the Batman. We have plans on the 4th, because it's his birthday. So we're gonna have to figure out another time to go see it. But
We'll probably go on the 5th.
I'm really excited.
I would like to go on the 5th. But yes. It definitely feels kind of like when The Amazing Spider-Man came out, and I was like, we're just gonna keep recasting Spider-Man, huh? Like, but I'm still always excited for a Batman movie, and it looks cool, so.
I guess we could go see it Thursday night
Yeah, that's true.
after the stream.
Yeah. I'd be down for that.
When I first found out about the movie, I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for another Batman yet, but this one looks fun and
This
dark.
is just us being old again, where I'm like, another Batman, I can't keep them all straight.
I completely skipped over what's his name's as Batman. Affleck's
He
Batman.
was like the one thing I liked about Batman and Superman.
I know, like, a lot of people have said that he was great as Batman and like his Batman was spot on or whatever, but I just like a lot of the Zack Snyder stuff. I just like, I don't know, it missed the mark for me somehow.
I did not like Batman v Superman, but I liked Batfleck.
Batfleck.
Yeah. I thought he did a good job.
I did like the Snyder cut Justice League.
Oh,
But
so
it was
you
too
have seen,
long.
But then you have seen Batfleck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've seen it, but
Well, you said you skipped over him, and I forgot that we watched the Justice League.
meaning I just like it barely crossed my radar that
Gotcha.
he was Batman. Because for a second I was like, I really liked, what's his name? Christopher
Christian Bale.
Nolan, but the guy
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. Yeah, I really like Christian Bale's Batman. But anyways, yeah, very excited to see it. Might see it after the stream next week. Bates Dynasty, thank you for the next super chat here. I'm new to the channel. Is Molly's fandom partly Stockholm syndrome, or were you both fans already? Also, I enjoyed Mad Alex last week. I love the idea of Stockholm syndrome.
I lock
That's
Molly
just
up in a room every night, and I just put on a random Star Wars movie, and I yell, like it, through the door.
I mean, maybe part of it is Stockholm syndrome. I don't know.
I mean,
is it Stockholm syndrome if you're married?
I mean, I would say that I think what they're getting at is I probably would not like Buffy the Vampire Slayer if you hadn't insisted on me watching it. And then it took a season and a third or so. But once the Angelus stuff happened, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And I get it. Like, I understood the show. And now I think Buffy and Angel are great series.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all-time best series.
Yeah.
So I think maybe they're asking would you like it as much, or did I introduce you to Star Wars, or?
You did not introduce me to Star Wars. I have always known about Star Wars, and I'd say I was
It'd be impressive if you didn't know about Star Wars by the time we met.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Star what now?
Star who now? I went and saw episode 1 opening night with my friends in middle school. But no, I would consider myself as a very, very casual fan before we started hanging out and dating and stuff. And then even when he started the channel, I was kind of like, I mean, it's cool. I don't know how you could talk about it all the time and not get tired of it. But
It's
then,
like, watch me.
But yeah, over time, more stuff started coming out, and I remember we watched Rebels, and that was a little shaky at first for me, but then it got really good. And then I watched the Clone Wars, and, you know, long story short, I became a bigger fan.
Well, I mean, I think it was The Force Awakens that was kind of the point where you were like, hey, I want to talk about this too. And then, yeah, we just started watching stuff together. I was like, I'm going to watch Rebels because I feel like I should for the channel. And so then you were just watching Rebels with me. And then, I mean, I just had Star Wars on all the time, and you just got into it.
Yeah. I hope that answers your question. Joel Davis, thanks for the super chat. To me, The Mandalorian in some points feels more like an extension of the animated stuff, obviously because of cameos, while Kenobi is part of the saga.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's a fair assumption. To me, it kind of represents just like the new age of live action Star Wars and like kind of the direction that it's headed. And Kenobi feels like a step backwards, but not a bad step backwards. Like we're gonna close out Kenobi's story and give him this like swan song of a show.
Yeah, like I see what you're saying, where I don't think that you're going to see it as a step backwards forever. It's just that it's the first series that isn't in the Mando verse or whatever. And I think we're probably going to get more and more of that. Like Lando. We're going to get a Lando series. I bet we're going to keep getting the occasional series about legacy characters, but we're also going to get stuff like The Acolyte and whatever Grammar Rodeo is, and we're going to keep on expanding Star Wars. The Mandalorian's going to build out that one side of the universe. I do think I understand what you're saying about it being kind of like the animated stuff, where it is, I guess, providing more context around like the sequel trilogy, the way that the Clone Wars did for the prequel trilogy. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to keep on doing that. Despite being so far from that time period, the actual films.
Mm-hmm. It'll be cool too to see, because we've seen characters in...
Sorry, I just...
What?
No, because someone said that they liked seeing me get mad last week, and I was actually going to keep a lookout, and I see that RB is in the chat, and I did not feel good about that last week. That's all. I was going to say I'm sorry to RB.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah, they're in the chat.
So I saw RB go by. I'm sorry for the way I said what I said last week. It can tick me off when Star Wars fans kind of like draw lines between other Star Wars fans. That's it. And I guess I just wasn't in the mood last week, but I didn't have to say it the way that I said it.
He really was not in a mood last week.
So I am sorry, RB. I tried to message you last week, but YouTube doesn't have a way to do that. But since you're here, which is crazy, I'm so glad that we didn't scare you off I'm glad that you didn't listen to me when I said be gone. That was rude.
You said it's all good, Alex.
All right. Well, thank you. I had been thinking about that, and I felt you deserved an apology.
Also,
because what you said was not that, it wasn't aggressive or anything.
Michael Champlin in chat said, "I love seeing nice people just snap." I do too. And when it happens with Alex, which it doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's fun for all of us.
The way I would describe it is like you see the way that our job is, we're online so much, so we see like all of these little things. And I've talked about how it's kind of like a drop in a bucket, where you see one annoying comment and it's one drop, and eventually all those annoying comments like fill up the bucket and it overflows, and like that was just the comment, and I don't think you were trying to be malicious or annoying. I just, like, as big fans of the High Republic, I didn't like seeing someone say no one cares about the High Republic, even though I'm like, yeah, you should love the Old Republic, and I'm glad that you do, but I didn't have to snap quite so hard to you.
Yeah.
So, apologies.
We all saw Alex empty his bucket that day.
Yeah, my bucket poured out.
Michael Clace, I hope I said your name correctly. I don't know how to speak. Is this Ukrainian? I don't know how to say this out loud, but glory to Ukraine, stop war.
Hopefully.
Yeah. The war in Ukraine sucks, and it's terrifying, and I woke up today and started doom scrolling, just could not believe what I was seeing, and yeah.
I guess like you told me, and I was like not surprised, just based on the way the past couple weeks have been, but still sucks.
Yeah. I wish I knew how to speak other languages and read them. J Bell here with another super chat. Did any comics or stories ever end up tying back into the story from The Void, Secrets of the Empire? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
it's funny that when like that comes up and I'm like, I totally forgot about that thing.
you remember the ancient like lightsaber
The
sword?
proto-saber, yeah.
The proto-saber that was in that? I was sure that was going to pop up somewhere else and be some cool relic, and I was bummed that it never really did. But ooh, you know, it'd be cool if it was like in Doc-Ondar's one day.
Sure. So I think Vader Immortal tied into it a little bit, but not with the proto-saber. None of that. Yeah, I don't know. I like completely forget about that thing. We took a whole trip. We got friends together, and we were like,
well, you don't really need an excuse to go to Disney World, but as soon as that Secrets of the Empire Void experience thing opened, and it was, you know, a long drive, but still a drivable drive away from us, we were like, let's do it. Let's go to Disney.
And we got a handful of friends, and we all went down there together, and we did it together, and then we went to Disney World for one day. The next day, which was a super fun trip, just for like one little Star Wars thing. But yeah, I totally forgot about that. And they did say something about how like, oh, we have plans for this, and I'm like, that was in 2018. Yeah, because when we drove home, we
saw the Solo trailer.
Yeah, like the Solo trailer came out on our ride home
during the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good times.
Imagine if the Star Cruiser, the Galactic Star Cruiser, was just something that we could be like, you know what, we should go check that out. And didn't have to spend months saving for or whatever. Ugh. Very happy for everyone who got to go and check it out, though. Happy and jealous, but still happy. Jane Dalton, thanks for another super chat. Can you name the members of the Separatist Council?
Ooh, I think I can do this one.
Hold on, I know Pascal Argente.
And he runs.
The Alliance.
Which alliance?
The Separatist Alliance.
Nope.
The I don't remember.
Corporate
Alliance. Sand Hill.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what each one. I know. Well, okay. I know Shumai runs the banking clan.
Mm-mm.
No, not the banking clan. Sand Hill is the banking clan.
Yes.
Shumai is something else.
Yep.
Wat Tambor.
Shumai's the Commerce Guild.
Commerce Guild. Wat Tambor runs the Machine Men.
You're close.
the droid people.
Techno Union.
Yeah.
The Machine Men, yeah. That's an acceptable answer.
I was getting there.
Yeah, and let me finish.
Oh yeah, Newt Gunray, Poggle the Lesser, and then
I'm trying to think of
the two that I can't ever remember.
Yeah, the Aqualish and the Corrin. And I, for some reason, Pluto Nash is jumping into my head, and I know that's wrong. That's an Eddie Murphy movie. But that's my closest guess to, I think the Aqualish is Pluto Nash.
Pluto Nash? Po-Nudo.
Po-Nudo. Damn it.
Potatoes. Po-Nudo.
Po-Nuto. All right, that's a good way to remember that.
Yeah.
Molly always has the most nonsensical ways, like memory devices, and they work.
You know, okay, this is maybe one of my most nonsensical ones, and it didn't even work because I couldn't think of what he was in charge of, but the way that I remember Passel Argente is because the name is like Italian sounding. Argente is like a cheese company, I think.
Sure.
And I don't know, something about the word alliance makes me think of Italian food. So I think Passel Argente sounds Italian.
He's the cheese man.
It makes no sense. Sargento, yeah. Sargento? That's the cheese.
That's the cheese, yeah.
Passel, yeah, I don't know. It sounds Italian. Oh, Miranda here says Argente means silver too, thus money.
Huh. I did not know that. Is it silver in Italian? That'd be wild.
I don't know. Slade Dever, thanks for the super chat. Is the war in Ukraine canon to the Star Wars universe? No.
No.
It's not. It really is not. Bakey, thanks for the super chat. Since we're doing names, what are the pieces called in Dejeric? Oh
my god.
You used to know some of them.
I know the Mantellian Savarip. That's probably all I can name right now.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember. I know,
Is a Hoojib one? No, that's the little rabbit thing.
I think Adam Witt knows some of these.
That does not surprise me. Oh, wait. The Kintan Striders. That's one.
Really?
Yeah. They're named after a hollow chess piece. Well, I mean, that's an actual creature, too.
Yeah, that makes sense. Huh. I don't know any of the other names, though.
Those are probably the only two I'll get.
I don't see any more in the chat, but let me do a quick Google search here.
I'm just gonna look them all up.
Dedrick, board game, pieces. Oh boy. Alright, the names of the pieces didn't automatically come up, so.
Yeah, you just got to go to the Dedrick Wikipedia page. They should have all the... Oh, don't go to Board Game Geek.
Board Game Geek? No.
That's...
Dedrick.
They're going to teach you how to play the real world game. Oh, no.
Okay, here we go. The available pieces include the Ghick, which is the only way I assume
that's exactly how you pronounce that.
Said Ghick, the Grimtosh, Molitar, Hujix, Kintan
Hujix! Oh, I was so close.
Kintan Strider, Kalor Slug, Mantelian Savrip, the Monarch, and the Nigoki. Oh, and the Bulbous, and the Scrimp, and the Karkarth.
The Scrimp.
Scrimp.
Some of those, I don't like the way they sound.
I don't either.
All right, I knew 3, though. I'll take that. Or wait, no, I knew 2, almost 3.
Mm.
The Scrimp.
Scrimp. Ben Potter, thanks for the super chat. I just finished Lost Stars on y'all's recommendation along with Force Center. How great! It seemed perfect for a sequel. What do you think? Yeah, I remember finishing that and thinking like, oh, there's probably going to be more to this. But I know they made a manga.
Mm-hmm.
Did they go into any sequel territory with those?
Not that I know of. I haven't read it. Yeah, I think it would be awesome if they did another one that were basically just keep that same idea and continue the story of Sienna and Thane in the sequel trilogy or something. Because I really liked that exploration of the original trilogy through the eyes of side characters, basically. People who we didn't know before, but just normal people who are like, why are we after this freighter in an asteroid field? This seems wasteful and dumb.
Yeah.
I liked all of those observations, so they could do something like that for the original trilogy, or the sequel trilogy.
Mm-hmm. Lightspeed Bear, thanks for the super chat, says, I would totally buy an Are We Live merch. Just saying.
Well, there you go.
Are we live?
Get Brian Ward on it.
Are we? I never know if we are.
We literally don't. Sometimes we don't know when we're live.
Sometimes we aren't even here.
Did you not say that when it happened? Did Sean or Jill tell you? Did you know you're live? And if the words out of your mouth weren't "Are we live?"
Are we? Oh. Miranda here. Thanks for the super chat. Happy early birthday, Alex.
Thank you.
Super glad that Molly joined in with the Star Wars fun. You both have brought so much love and supportive community space here in the Star Wars fandom. You two are awesome. Thank you.
Thank you again.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
That was nicer than the birthday message. I'm turning 35. I'm just like,
ugh.
It's one of those.
No one cares about 35-year-olds.
I very much adhere to the Patton Oswalt. Like, after your 10th birthday, like, that's it. You stop celebrating every 10. I'll celebrate on 40, I guess. But 35, I'm like, well, I made it another year. But still, thank you.
I will continue to celebrate all of my birthdays because every year I get older, I look in the mirror and I say, damn, you're doing it. I still get carded sometimes, and until that stops, I will be happy with my age.
That's true. I have gotten to that point where now getting carded is no longer annoying, it's flattering. Mm-hmm. It used to be annoying, and now I'm like, stop.
Stop. Post sent in a generous super chat. Thank you so much, Post. Just says, thanks to you and the mods. So
thank you.
Thank you, Post. Another super chat from Joel Davis. Something I really want is when the when the Mandoverse is all said and done, a book or something that gives us insight into what Palpatine thinks about Gideon and Thrawn's machination during that time period. I don't think Palpatine thinks anything of Gideon. He might, but like...
Well, we don't know what...
He's probably like, just another one of my pawns.
We don't know what Gideon's up to right now. He's doing some sort of cloning experiment, so he might wind up being very helpful to Palpatine.
Palpatine's like, I owe it all to Gideon.
To Gideon.
Yeah. I'm gonna run to the restroom briefly.
Do you want to build this fire helicopter? Because I'm almost done.
Not tonight. We got quite a few more super chats to get through here, but I don't know, maybe.
Okay. It's a tiny set. Molly has been building other random sets. Like you built your Ahsoka brickhead. Last week you built that tiger. Or last 2 weeks you built that tiger. And now that I'm almost done with this bag, if you want a set to build, I found you this fire helicopter that I had in my closet some reason.
I mean, the helicopter does look kind of cool, but we'll see. We could also give it to Hobbs.
That's true.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
You're on your own. Kid.
I'm trying to keep up. Oh, John Booze, you're going to go to Celebration. Awesome. And hoping to run into anyone in this chat room. Well, we hope to meet you. We will definitely host some meetups at the convention, maybe outside of the convention. I don't know how that's going to go. We don't know what the climate or the rules are going to be like quite yet, but we are definitely going. They still haven't opened media passes, which is weird, or applications, but we already have passes, so media or not, we're going to be there talking Star Wars, covering as much as we can, relaxing sometimes. There, well, I built all my feet, so I'm gonna put this back. I feel more comfortable with it that way. So I'm just gonna slide over, and if Molly wants to build a helicopter, she can. Speaking of Celebration, you might be able to... We got a new laptop just the other day, just 2 days ago, because our old one just gave out. I mean, we used it at last Celebration, and it was kind of rough going, and we needed something that can handle some very basic editing, but got a new laptop. It's pretty cool. Do I think they're going to sell tickets again for Celebration? Oh, you gave yours up, Andy, in 2020? Like, I don't blame you, but I have no idea. I would guess no, unfortunately. Just, it's 3 months away? Maybe they'll open some more up. The Mandalorian Smuggler, my favorite High Republic characters. That's a tough ask. Elzar, Bell, Loden Greatstorm, R.I.P. I really like a lot of the High Republic Adventures characters. Quart is probably my favorite of them. I really like Ram and Wreath. For Nestor, like, I feel like I could just keep naming characters and be like, I like them all, I can't choose. Paul K, I believe the Sith Trooper helmet came from Target. Molly got that for me, maybe for my birthday last year. I can't really remember. Caleb Diaz, thank you for the next super chat. Thanks for spreading Star Wars positivity. You guys never change. Thank you, Caleb. We will try not to. Deidre Russell, thank you for your super chat. Who are good queer or trans characters in Star Wars? My 13-year-old F2M needs to feel connected and seen in Star Wars again. Dr. Aphra, I would say, is probably the best and most prominent. I took over this.
Okay.
Aphra is probably the best and most prominent queer representation Star Wars has ever had.
I don't know. Lula and Zine are getting up there.
Yes, true. They've had 13 comic issues, and Midnight Horizon is very much about them. You're right. That I would probably put them second. But Aphra's been around since 2015, I think.
All of the High Republic is super gay, and I love it. It's literally the best. It's so good. And we're hearing that Queen's Hope is going to be super gay too. So.
Yes, that's a good point. On Twitter, follow at SW Queers Watch. They're it's Veers Watch. That's a Twitter account that just keeps track of when General Veers shows up, and then Queers Watch keeps track of when queer characters show up.
Also, I gotta say, they don't keep track of it and post about it, but I have to point out another great Star Wars Twitter handle, which is the Gaze Electric. GAYS.
Yeah, that's good.
Another High Republic thing.
Yeah. But Star Wars Queers Watch said that E.K. Johnston's Queen's Hope book probably set the new record for most queer characters. So, E.K. Johnston books, those are good to read.
The Handmaidens.
And pull it out. I think Ronan has the only trans character that I can think of off the top of my head.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't read that book, so I think I know who you're talking about, though.
But yeah, Ronan was an interesting read. It's very different. Like,
hopefully
it's based off of Star Wars Visions, so it's like I wouldn't say it even remotely connects to the main Star Wars story. It's still a Star Wars story. It's hard to describe, but
hopefully we get more trans representation in Star Wars. I just finished Midnight Horizon, which was so good. It's by Daniel Jose Older, and there's a non-binary character in there, Cantum Psy, and they're such a good character.
Oh yeah, Cantum was a character that was kind of just around in the High Republic Adventures for a while, and then in Midnight Horizon they you just finally get to really know them. And they're great.
Padawan of Yoda.
Mm-hmm. Their story is awesome. And because it's relevant, Mitchell Mueller, one of our book club members, hey Mitchell,
hi Mitchell,
chimed in and said, thank you for the super chat as well. Queer Star Wars fan here. Aphra is some great lesbian representation. Last Shot has a prominent non-binary character. I forgot about Tack, I think. Yeah, but anything by Daniel Jose Older, honestly, is a good read.
He's killing it.
Yeah. And so do Ronan and Horizon. Also Aftermath. I forgot about Aftermath. Yeah, Sinjir. But yeah, I feel like the books and the comics are where the creators are really, really pushing for that stuff.
I'm so bad at Lego. I need to get my nails cut. I mean, I could cut my nails, but I need to get them done and get them done shorter.
Although for the future of live action, The Acolyte has Leslie Headland as a showrunner, who made the very good series Russian Doll for Netflix. But I think that's a good sign for some live action representation. Fingers crossed.
Isn't there a non-binary
the
person scheduled to be on that show?
The lead the lead star.
Yeah.
I don't think that's been officially confirmed yet, but the rumor is it was the person that played Rue in the Hunger Games. Mm-hmm. I don't remember their name, but yes, they are non-binary. Bates Dynasty, thank you for the next super chat. Force Awakens, Rogue One, and Rebels solidified my wife's super fandom, and then Mando. But yeah, I just liked Mad Alex's passion, like a Jim Gaffigan thing. That's fair. I guess I like it when my passion is directed like at a group, at a fandom, instead of one person. Who honestly, like, last week we finished the stream here, and for some reason we were playing D&D on a Thursday. We usually play Monday, but I went over and everyone was like, "How was your stream?" And I was like, I told them what I said, and they were like, "What did they do?" And I told them, and they were like, "That's a little bit of an overreaction." And I was like, "Yeah, I know." That's
why at the time I was like, am I gonna have to put you in timeout? Came out of nowhere. Honestly, though, we're overdue for a vacation, you guys.
Yeah.
We talked about doing this stream tonight from outside because the weather was warm, a little too warm. I talked about that earlier. But aside from it being warm, like, it was really nice and sunny out. So maybe one day we'll do an outside Lego stream and show everyone our back porch.
Because our porch is like right outside my window here, so we could just do it. As long as we had long enough cables, we could get the camera and the microphones out there. So maybe we could probably make that work. Nerdy Seb, thank you for the next super chat. It would be cool if in Andor we got to see Bothans, since we haven't seen them in canon, and if they were the ones who trained Cassian on being a spy. Ooh, that'd be fun.
That would be a good touch.
And it is interesting that we haven't seen any Bothans yet.
I think that's an inside joke at Lucasfilm at this point.
It might be. Because there's another Twitter account called Is It a Bothan? And they're like, every thing that kind of looks like a Bothan from Legends, they post about that. But it's interesting that we haven't seen any Bothans show up in anything, almost like they are waiting for a live action something or other to define them. And I'm like, they might change how they were from Legends. So I think that's a really cool idea, that Cassian gets spy training from a group of Bothans or something. That's fun. Lightspeed Bear, thanks for another super chat. Hey guys, would you say that Celebration is worth going to on your own? Yes. I'm in the UK and none of my Star Wars friends are willing to fly that far. Okay, that is a big trip. Do you think it would still be fun if I don't know anyone there?
Well, it depends on it. If you've traveled alone before, and if you enjoyed it. But I think if you're a big Star Wars nerd like we are, I would say you definitely enjoy it. Also, kind of depending on if you've been to LA or not before, like knowing where to go, like outside of the convention, stuff like that might help. But I say yes.
Yes, I would say that if you're comfortable traveling alone, I know that's also a much bigger trip than, like, it's a 4.5 hour flight for us. Mm-hmm. It's got to be like a 10-hour flight for you, maybe less, but I know that's a big flight and a big cost. So if you've got the money, Star Wars Celebration is one of my favorite things to do ever. Yeah. It is so much fun, and I'm upset that we didn't start going until 2017.
Yeah.
I mean, 2016 was in London, 2015 was in LA, and we were like just kind of getting into the channel and everything. But
Dragon Con has just always been our like one big convention of the year, and it was in our hometown, and we didn't really work while we were there. We do kind of work.
Now we do.
Now we do some panels and stuff there, but yeah.
We just weren't con people, and we were like, I don't know if we're gonna like this or not. And then when we went, I was like, I can't believe we haven't been doing this the entire time.
We did go to PAX East once, and that was an interesting convention experience because I'm not a huge gamer really.
We didn't really spend a whole lot. We went for Boston more than the convention.
Yeah.
Our friends really, really love PAX East, and I was like, I just want to go see Boston. But yeah.
It was cool though. And then we've been to RTX, but mostly because we got to hang out with Andy.
Yeah, but I'm trying to tell them that
yeah,
Star Wars Celebration is...
I'm just excited about going to conventions
I
again.
am too. But yeah, Star Wars Celebration is so different from being online. It is just a bunch of people all thrilled to be there and thrilled to see new stuff about Star Wars or go to other panels about like old stuff involving Star Wars. And everyone's just there to literally celebrate. Like, they could not have named it better. So
there's no one at Celebration yelling into the void about how Star Wars sucks and why.
Yeah.
They're just not there.
So, like, if you feel like you're going alone, you'll probably go and meet people that you actually enjoy hanging out with. You show up and you automatically know that you have something in common with literally everybody there. You're surrounded by potential friends. And like I said, we're definitely going to host meetups and stuff. So
we'll have to do them, socially distanced and whatnot. But we would like to plan something outside of the convention to do.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking of doing. We've talked with Force Center Podcast about teaming up because they're in the LA area, of trying to find like a place to go outside of the convention hall after convention hours, and maybe we'll do a show or something. Maybe we'll just hang out at a brewery. I don't know what it's going to look like yet. Maybe we'll build some Legos together. We'll just bring another... Wow, you built that fast.
It's cool.
Speaking of model building, Than, thank you for the super chat, asks, when will we see a Bandai's Star Wars model build?
Oh yeah, didn't you get one of those?
Yeah, I've got one in the closet, I think.
So, a fan sent you one.
Let me see
That
if I can
seems
remember which
like
one I even have.
Pretty complicated build though.
Maybe I'm looking... I might be thinking of something else. But... Oh, no. Yep. I definitely have the X-Wing. I don't know. I mean, that would be something fun to do. I just always loved building Lego sets, so that is just what I gravitate towards. Also, building a new kind of model. Like, you already see me struggle week after week to...
No struggles here.
Well, I'll point out that today I had no leftover pieces, so I did all that right. But, most days I get to the end and I'm like, oh man, I missed a step or something.
Sounds very
and I have to go
scary.
Back. So,
you're so brave.
Building a new model on stream, I don't know if I could concentrate correctly on it.
Look at this.
Good job.
It's there we go. Nope, not a good spin. It's a tiny helicopter.
You did it. It's a fire helicopter? How does it put out fires?
It shoots little water pellets.
Cool. Still hit me. That's hilarious. Little water pellets to put out a fire. Got it.
And the pilot guy has like cool aviators on.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm so easily amused.
Well, you got another set over there if you want to build it.
Oh, the police one?
It's like a police boat or something. I don't know, like they just when you go and you buy one of these,
it's got handcuffs on it. Kinky.
When you buy one of these sets, like the big adult sets, they're like, "Here, and then they throw 3 small sets in for free, which is great.
I gotta find that cow set.
Yeah, the cow is around here somewhere.
Yeah, this one's even less pieces, so. Did we show... I finished the tiger on the last stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our next super chat is from Mr. Shu. Thank you. Do you have a favorite behind-the-scenes crew member of the movies? Personally, Lauren Peterson is my hero.
Behind-the-scenes crew member. Pink shorts guy.
I thought of him. I love that he has cosplayers. But Ben Burt is probably my favorite. I mean, especially reading his story about how he was basically pulled, like, while he was still in college. They were just like, cheap labor. And they pulled him in. And it was like, that was just his destiny.
I have a couple, actually. David Prowse.
He's not behind the scenes.
Well, he doesn't necessarily get the credit that he
That's fair.
deserves. And I guess this one wouldn't count in your opinion either, but Jeremy Bulloch.
No, yeah. Their faces aren't on screen. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Especially after the Boba Fett special that they aired, and they talked a lot about Jeremy Bulloch on that.
Well, he was such a good ambassador, like, to fans. He was one of the first people I remember knowing that, like, I could meet him and being blown away by that. I think it was in 1997 seeing I was seeing the special edition of The Empire Strikes Back at the Fox Theater in downtown Atlanta, and they made like a big announcement. They were like, remember, Dragon Con is in a couple months or something, and if you go, you can meet Boba Fett. And that was almost 30 years ago. So Dragon Con was Dragon Con was still fairly new. I feel like they'd only been doing it for 5-ish years or so. I think it started in 91, maybe in the late 80s.
Oh yeah, and back then they used to sell the lifetime passes, which some people still have those.
Yeah.
And how much money they save is ridiculous. I think the lifetime pass was like $1,000 or $1,200 or something like that. And they never have to pay for Dragon Con tickets in their entire lives. And now tickets for the whole weekend are like a couple of $100. So
I mean, our friend...
those people are laughing all the way to the bank.
Our friend's brother did that back in the day. And everyone was like, you fool! And now,
you fool!
And now he has definitely saved money. Yeah, I think Ben Burt is probably my favorite behind the scenes. Unless you've, like... Of course, there's John Williams and stuff. But Ben Burt seems like he has the coolest just, how did this happen to me story.
I do love the... maybe it was a behind-the-scenes thing for Force Awakens or something, but the people that are in charge of doing the sound effects.
Yeah.
I specifically...
Oh, the Foley people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I specifically remember this one woman who was, like, taking this bowling ball and, like, slamming it on the ground for BB-8 sounds for Force Awakens, and I was like, what a cool job! Like, I want to do that. Or, like, I would just sit and watch her do that all day. Be like, oh, what does this sound like? Well, compared to this and this, and I'd be like, tell me literally anything to do and I will help you.
Foley does seem fun. They just have boxes of weird stuff. They're
Chains.
like, this makes noise.
Yeah, chains and aluminum foil and, like, tissue paper, just, like, all kinds of stuff.
And all that stuff is then, it's obviously in the sound mix, but it's never highlighted. It's not like the music, but it's just adding to this experience. Yeah, Foley is kind of an unsung hero of sound design. Also, one of my favorite online sketches, it was from, I think, Human Giant is what they were called. It was like Aziz Ansari, Paul Scheer, and Rob, I forget his last name, and they had a sketch comedy group, and they were doing a sketch on how you can do Foley. And they were like, if you want the sound of lettuce or celery breaking, just break somebody's arm. Because that's like...
the opposite of...
Yeah. When someone's arm breaks in a movie, it's celery snapping. So then they were doing like a woman making a salad and she snaps celery and you hear like bones crunch and someone goes like, oh my god! It was a dumb sketch, but I remember it well.
Rob Corddry?
No.
I'm trying to think of which Rob you're talking about.
I know. Miranda here, thank you for the next super chat. I've never been to a con because a lot of people crowded in a closed space makes me anxious. That's fair.
That is fair. I've had panic attacks at conventions before, and it's not fun.
Yeah, you just gotta like run off to a side room where no one's at.
I got like something between a heat stroke panic attack that time we were doing tunnel snakes.
Oh yeah, leather jacket in Atlanta in September is a dumb idea.
It was like 100 degrees outside, and I was in like jeans and a shirt and a leather jacket, and I had been just like drinking and dancing a lot, and I thought I was gonna pass out.
Yeah, we were all already dehydrated and then sweating in leather. We were dumb. But Miranda here says that makes them anxious, double so now in time of COVID, but one day meeting you two would be darn special. Good luck with the cons.
Hope to meet you someday.
Yeah. And Mitchell, thank you for another super chat. Ronan is the only Star Wars story with binary trans rep. Hopefully we'll get one canon soon. Also, hi guys, happy birthday, Alex. Hope I'll see you at Celebration. You will.
Yes.
We will make sure that happens.
I'm not done with my police
That's
boat
okay.
yet.
you just chug right along.
I do like that it comes with a little police lady, and she has hair like mine.
A little red ponytail. Is the hat a separate piece?
No, it's attached
Oh wow,
to the hair.
I've never seen anything like that. Huh. That's new for me. That's cool. Chazatron, it is not my birthday yet. It was but thank you. Oh, David Gould, Rob Hubel, thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Rob we were looking for. My birthday is next Friday, but people have been giving me early birthday wishes. And then I'll be in my mid-30s. I guess I already am. When do the mids start for a decade?
35.
35 is mid?
I mean, I guess you could say 34 to 36.
Yeah. So I'm already mid-30s. Nothing's changing. And you're already mid-30s too. Congratulations. You can't call me old and gross anymore.
I do want to point out
that Brian Ward just said his birthday is 364 days away. I didn't know yesterday was your birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy belated birthday. The MVP of the internet.
Yeah. MVP of the whole internet.
I was going to say, I want everyone to be very proud of Alex because he made an appointment to get a physical.
Yeah, I did.
He hasn't been to the doctor in years. Who knows how many years?
7. I think that was my last physical.
7 years. You could be dying.
I'm the picture of health. My back only hurts every other day.
But he did it. We'll see if he goes, but yeah.
I made an appointment. I'm going to go.
I got doctor's appointments out the wazoo. Not really, but I go to the doctor way more than he does. I'm literally just like telling everyone I know that you made an appointment.
Finally did it. It's fun. Like, the only thing that was holding me back from doing it was making the appointment. Like, I just had to finally go on the website and be like, yeah.
You can do it on the phone.
I don't want to do it on the phone.
No, like on the app.
Oh, on an app? Oh.
It's so
well, I mean,
easy.
I did the same thing. I just did it online.
A couple days ago,
as long as I don't have to talk to a person.
A couple days ago, I was like, oh yeah, I need to refill my retinol prescription. but I have to go see the dermatologist for that. Boop, 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 boop. Boom. Done.
Did it.
Did it.
Good job.
Adult. I'm an adult. Building a child's set of Legos.
Well, everyone says congrats on adulting to me. Thanks, everyone. I'm 35 almost. Ezra says, I also don't go to the doctor until my girlfriend makes me. I mean, if anything hurt, I would go. Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
Things have been hurting for a long time, off and on.
If anything serious hurt.
Remember when you, like, thought you had, like, a pinched nerve or something and you were Googling your symptoms and I was like, go to the doctor. And you're like, don't wanna.
No, I don't. That never happened.
Because that's every time I complain about something hurting, you're like, go to the doctor. I'm like, fair enough.
Oh, you don't say fair enough and
then
go right away. No, you don't.
No, but I have gone to the doctor.
You eventually go.
Several times.
You do eventually go.
For different aches and pains, but usually they just Google what I just Googled and they're like, here's some Tylenol. And I'm like, really? You're not even going to give me the good stuff? Ugh.
Jesse Garrett says it right. Back to tanks is better than adulting. If only.
If only
and
they
Lindsey
were
Brown
adulting.
wants us to stop fighting.
They're not fighting.
Sarah Louise, thank you for the super chat. Erston D's, also Queen's Hope, more like Queer's Hope, am I right?
We'll see. I have high hopes.
I mean, I trust Queer's Watch. And I've seen everyone making Erston D's jokes because that's someone that was in... Where's that book? I don't know where my Lords of the Sith copy is, but... yeah. Erston Dees was in that book. He was a royal guard, and then he recently died in the Darth Vader... No, in Crimson Reign 2. He was assassinated by Ochi. But everyone loves to say Erston D's nuts now. So that's where we're at.
Cool. Look at these tiny Lego handcuffs.
Aw. Just slap him on the side of the jet ski?
How do they work? Well, how do they work for little Lego hands?
You just put them on the wrists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like on the side of the boat.
What would I flash back to in the back to tank?
Ooh. Meeting me.
Aw. That wasn't like a traumatic event, though. Sunday school? I don't know.
What, not to get deep, but what kind of trauma have you not processed?
I was probably Sunday school. Belt losing. They're all set.
No.
Oh, what could have been? That's probably the real answer.
Yeah. Oh, she's got a little life vest. Safety first.
Wow, you finished 2 Lego sets today.
I'm a grown-up.
Oh, you're not quite done yet.
No, I can't.
How hard did you put that?
I put the pieces on really hard. Ugh.
Matthew Lang says your flashbacks would be before the Stockholm Syndrome.
What did I do when I didn't think about Star Wars every day?
I don't remember.
What did I think
I literally
about?
don't. I'm trying to remember of a time that...
What was even in my brain before?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Molly's would be the time she dropped the Baby Yoda Lego.
Yeah. You're right. Bless you. Or gesundheit.
Wow. I'm impressed.
You should be.
I am. Well, with that, I think that's a good time to wrap up and go cook some dinner.
Yeah. I'm going to try a chicken air fryer recipe.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Nice. And I'm going to be on the Nerd Academy. Excuse me, the Nerd Academy in 45 minutes.
There's a lot of sounds happening over there.
I'm allowed to make sounds.
Really?
My belly's full of gas, as you said earlier in the
like,
stream.
just like a Tordarian.
Which now I don't remember if Nerd Academy is live or not, but I'm about to go record a podcast after a quick dinner.
We'll see if it's quick. I gotta prep the chicken.
Abernathy Ra says that I should film some Schmodown promos from a tanning bed as flashbacks to winning the belt. Like, that would be a really fun thing to do. Find a way to do the back to tank flashback stuff. There's something there, Abernathy. That's really good.
Yeah. How could you... what do we... I could film you in the hot tub just having flashbacks.
or the bathtub.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just straight up say, like, I'm going to go underwater and have flashbacks now. Mm-hmm. Just to really drive home that parallel. But we're going to go cook some dinner. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Thank you to everyone who sent in super chats.
Hang in there, guys.
Yeah, everyone hang in there.
Hang in there. I'm serious. Like, stuff is really crazy and rough right now. But we're here for you guys. We want to try to keep this a safe space. And we're here to talk if you need someone to talk to.
And thanks for giving us someone to talk to.
That's not each other.
Yeah.
Because that goes down a weird path sometimes.
Honestly, I could do without you. I couldn't at all. I'm sorry I said it, even as a joke. I'm sorry.
Gross.
Stop it. All right, we're gonna head out, and we'll see you all next week, next Thursday, for part 7 of this AT-AT, and I think it's gonna stand. I think it'll be standing next week. But we'll see you all. May the force be with you.